It's, it's 11:46, huh? Yeah. I always read my chapters on TikTok. So you can see the fucking heads. That's funny.
Welcome, everyone, to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College
About the
Eagles,
same
where
thing.
fans are filing into Alumni Stadium. They'll look between the field hockey lines, perhaps underneath the Musco lighting that's been imported in, and hope that there will be a party in the
Hell
mood.
yeah.
Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Stanford Cardinals taking on the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Stanford's offense is on the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
Why is Badgett out here? Let me check the injury report. They knocked you out 9 weeks, you sad bitch. Bro. They knocked your ass out 9 weeks.
Better be able to find a way to get pressure on him.
Them niggas did me so dirty in that game, bro.
He's going for it all. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set
Did
of
you
downs.
see the amount of points we scored in like the last minute and a half, bro?
Wants to throw on first down. Give him 6. Touchdown, Cardinal.
They was up 17-0, and I walked them niggas down. Them niggas said, I bet.
This guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Boston College's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David.
The expressway is wide open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Thank you.
And it slipped through his fingers.
Incomplete.
That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. They'll go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Boston College right back to the line. Robinson will throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback, using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense
Inside zone here, I feel like it's just trash.
from the pocket. They could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Nice job to get him past the sticks and then get him down at the 35.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country.
I forgot her fucking
Because they
name.
get
Junko,
first downs, top
Fonko.
10 in the nation, picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Royal Knights in 5.
Looking to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. At the 45 on his way. He's loose. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Stanford.
I don't mind.
And the defense was trying to figure out all the options and try to get everything stopped. And the quarterback said,
Some people get motion sick or whatever, but like, I never had that issue. I don't really notice it majority of the time. I might notice it if I all of a sudden cut it off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the
I
gate.
love haptic feedback, bro.
They've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts.
It reminds me of the Nintendo 64 with the Rumble Pack.
Find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Boston College wants to play fast. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Wide open downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
To me, it's more immersive.
Pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down and distances. Third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Like the Borderlands, if you enable it for the triggers for certain guns, each gun shoots different. Like that shit fire me.
This one's complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it.
I can see that.
Got the big play.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back.
I just like
fool in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back.
to me, it helped with like the cinematic experience, I guess. Like some guns having a hairpin trigger versus like something heavy, like a LMG or something. Like details like that, you know, it should matter. And the fact that controller could determine that shit is crazy. Like that's like real next gen shit to me.
How about that blocking up run in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown there.
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
Every time you get tackled on the college football, like you feel that shit. You know?
Let's see if they can keep it up.
He wants to throw here on second down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
When the crowd in this bitch rocking, the controller fucking going crazy in this motherfucker.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Schwartz. And he's knocked down.
Yeah, they just keep expanding on it with each dual shot.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand.
I don't know why it's taking so long.
Unloads it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them.
I feel like they fixed that shit with the 4.
With the catch, it's Schwartz.
Like
They'll move the chains.
third party and second party niggas making games, you dig?
At the end of the quarter,
Like I feel like they made this shit easy for developers.
that was an impressive and dominant.
Like that was like their whole thing.
Look at the stats before we move on.
But first party, like I don't know why they taking so long. Like they the niggas that got the hardware and shit first.
Start
You
the drive
know?
here with first down to open this period.
Like,
He'll just keep slinging it. Unloads to the right. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game.
Like,
Turnover would be massive for momentum
I don't know.
right now. And a nice effort defensively,
Like,
getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
what we waiting on? Wolverine, which is Insomniac, I'm guessing.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs
I don't know
together.
why,
It
like,
makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this.
what else we waiting on? Ghost of Yote.
He's looking for a man on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense
Infamous.
unstoppable. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And this defense is going to
Infamous
have
1.5.
They're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. They're going to need better effort in the back end.
Something was lost there. I'm not quite sure what it was. But like Infamous 1, the feel and the grit of the world and shit. I like the vibe of Infamous 1.
He's looking to throw. Let's it fly. Into the house. Touchdown, Cardinal. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. BYU was far from the friendly confines of LaVell Edwards Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week.
Kills on back. That's what the fuck we need.
Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle
so
was
calm
much
or something.
anticipated, and at least one side
Ran right through, continues to fight for yards. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Boston College. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
That bit was like, didn't it have like a rush game move too?
This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. And the defense makes a play, sacking him
Winning
back in the
cinematics and shit.
Only in the first half already, this guy's got 2 TD passes. So you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys.
What happened to that?
trying to get behind the defense. And they can't hook up, going for the big play.
No,
on
I mean
second down.
like
Now it's third down.
that, like,
You know the saying, no
cause Battlefield used to have that shit too, but they don't even do that shit no more.
Take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down.
That used to be the shit. Like, you used to really feel like you was at war, you dig?
Snap motion in the
Moving the
backfield.
front line and shit.
They'll throw it on first down. Going for the big play. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
He's back to throw on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it on the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Stanford! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
With one of them bitches, you was jumping off a fucking mountain or some shit.
From inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through
Y'all
the traffic
right,
nicely
y'all
for a
right.
good return on that one before he's brought down. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll run it from the gun.
And that subway in the tunnel. Oh, nigga. Operation Metro used to be the shit,
Boston
man.
College will send out the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal. Lining up to tack one more.
Oh, yeah, he is going to monetize, boy.
And the extra point
And
sails.
whenever he ain't got a good thing going, boy, they're going to ruin it.
The kickoff team is out there after that last punt return for a touchdown. Let's see if we get another big special teams play. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Needed just a break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese.
I remember that because niggas used to have, like,
Robinson looking to pass.
you should just be in that bitch just having a
And he
blast.
almost ran away from everything. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets
Battlefield 4 launch was horrible.
Big gainer to the 43. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout.
Every launch, I remember we had the beta for it too, though, huh?
Unloads to the wideout.
Did we have it?
And
I think
finally
so.
bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
That's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes.
The fucking level, they introduced that levolution shit.
That coordinator
Yeah.
got to play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to.
Wow.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to
Every
put something
time the
up
fucking
before
building go
halftime.
down to the middle of the city, that bit of fucking
On 2nd down,
in your fucking game.
and he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get over.
Battlefield,
This
boy.
offense just has to find a
Yeah,
way
used to
find
sell a
way
nigga on them
to
fucking
get forward.
trailers
They
and them
want this crowd
fucking
to stay involved and be an
3
asset in the game,
gameplay
but
fucking
they need to start making
presentations.
plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
We on the
And
Frostbite
Go
3.0.
ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break.
Yeah, that was supposed to be like a metal. It's supposed to be. They were supposed to rotate, like how Call of Duty rotate. It was supposed to be Medal of Honor 1 year, Battlefield the next year. That shit was ass.
On the move from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford will boot it away to start this 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! And the route is on. Extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Stanford, 42, Boston College.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Barlow. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a
Really?
play on that one, and it'll be a
They own the rights to Spider-Man. Well, no, Activision Spider-Man, they don't. You're right.
He wants to throw it again. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
That's crazy that Activision has Spider-Man
Dominant up front.
and
In these passing
Sony
situations,
has
that's
Spider-Man.
the 7th sack of the game.
Interesting.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Gonna run it. It's Richard. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when you decide to run it.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll...
I'm not sure if they...
It's hard for an offense to...
Yeah, I'm not sure if they shared the license at one point, but Activision don't make Spider-Man games no more, huh?
And the Golden Eagles are
So-
marching down the field. The back goes in
Shattered
motion.
Dimensions or something?
Robinson will throw. Dumps it off
Yeah,
the
okay.
flats.
Okay, so I think Sony picked up the license after that then.
Pick up of 15 and a first down for this offense. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah,
The
it
acting
didn't have
in
to
the
be
game is
long
just
downfield,
bad.
like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space.
The original 1, 2, and 3?
Plays happen. Nice decision by the
Yeah.
QB.
After the
I like
9-yard
Ultimate
pickup,
Spider-Man. That's my
down,
favorite one.
2nd and 1.
Where you play as Venom too.
They'll run play action. The freshman able to get
I had that
home with
bitch on
the
GameCube.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able
That
to
wasn't
get
on
his feet
PlayStation
set,
either?
stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing the pressure in his face.
feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge. Right down the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. If they can convert
I like the
here,
show.
that type of play can really give you a
I
shot
think it
of
was the
momentum.
Spectacular. Yeah.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Makes the catch past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Bulldozes his way through. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Yeah,
the punishment has been extended. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side.
That's PS1.
By the offense extending their lead.
Yeah.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Smashes through the tackle.
Them bitches, they come in album cases.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Boy, we fucking old.
It can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I could go for it more. But Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together.
But I tell my nephew that shit, he'd be like, what's a fucking album case?
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
What's a CD?
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even
right.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jeff. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll take another shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking.
I think I had that bitch on the Wii. Oh, Lou had that bitch on the Wii. One of.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
With
incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Stanford.
Fucking right.
And the beatdown has ensued.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Boston College. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell.
We really old, boy.
Give them a little crease.
We gonna be telling these youngsters, y'all don't remember the good old age of games.
You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback.
I don't know what the fucking we was about.
Bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're going to throw it to start the drive.
I remember my mama brought me and Josh to fucking Circus City. She was like, yeah, they called me to say they got vouchers. We can go get one. I'm like, nigga, what? Son, nigga, yeah, nigga, vouchers. You know, so, me neither, nigga. They was like, yeah, we come in, got in line, nigga. Got us one of them bitches. The Circuit City was going out of business at the time, you did, so I think they were just doing whatever. Got that bit with Sonic and the Secret of the Rings, boy. I ain't even know how to put the disc in that bitch. I put that bit in the wrong way.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Uncorks one to the middle.
Right.
Inside the 10. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Turning to the running game on first and goal. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late.
Touchdown, Cardinal! And the stomping has commenced. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field.
Wii Sports.
Last time, David, it was 1, 2, 3 kick.
Whole family used to bowl on that motherfucker. Used to be compete.
I just think, Dave, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Robinson looking to pass. He makes the connection.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why...
Picked off! A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake.
He used to bowl left-handed.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when
you used to move, so you used to move your nigga to the left, but bowl right-handed and swirl it to the right. Boy, you a fucking boy. You, I know you had carpal tunnel and some more shit with your fucking wrist, nigga.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, man. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Them niggas still hate on me till this day about the fucking Mario and Sonic Olympics, boy. I used to be smoking them niggas.
And the pummeling has started. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Boston College, 17.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Comes out throwing on first down. Not the type of accuracy you typically see from this senior quarterback.
This guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast.
I remember I had Bowser one time on my fucking team. Still gapped them niggas, you know?
Defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is?
Used to have.
He goes and gets it.
Pocket stop. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Robinson will throw. He's got it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know, that play right there shows me
I used to put nothing but hours in a Sonic Adventure 2 battle. So when the next game came out, I'm like, all right, this is gonna be just like it. Fuck no.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Sega been blowing me ever since. Cause why you drop a 2 and never drop a 3? That don't make no sense to me.
Yet another punt on the way. Make sure that hamstring
Sonic Adventure 2 battle.
And they'll get him on the ground.
I played 1 and I played 2. Yeah, like kind of like the current camera angles now.
Quarterback checking the play. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble.
Yeah. Shadow the Hedgehog. That was my shit too.
Complete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. They want to throw it. Buys a little time. He fires it out to the right. And it's caught inside the 25. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense
Nigga, I used to play demos on there, but always forget the games, bro.
Make big plays like they have all game long.
Nice defensive play to get
Nigga, I used to want to fucking buy the games at some point, and I'll go back, and then the demos would be different. And then I'd be like, dang.
Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field?
I think one of them was like a fucking Captain Falcon game or something. That Grand Prix FX or whatever the fuck that shit used to be called. That bit was hard. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is this? And then I didn't know this nigga had a game. Thought he was a Smash Brothers character, you know?
You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Robinson looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Going up top on first down. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Using the quick game. At midfield, he's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. The aerial assault continues. He lets one fly deep. And he'll take it in for the touchdown.
They just announced Metroid Prime 3, I think.
But it is a fabulous parting note, the consolation prize, if you will.
And good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean,
Whoa,
this is a day they're getting
whoa.
destroyed, but at least you get some
The
positive vibes.
only whack counts for the switch drop was the Wii U.
A little bit.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Yes, only Jadarius on the one. We used to be like, what the fuck is this shit, dude?
Back of the end zone. The Stanford offense making its
That
way
bit
back
was,
onto the
man,
field.
that bit was heavy too.
They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oh, that's a missed
The Wii.
opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw the edge. He thought he was going to have it.
With an iPad, you know?
Play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Makes the catch down the
We
right
used
side.
to, we used to have Jadarius bring us Wii U whenever we got together, you know? So play Smash Bros.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score
Only thing that bitch did was take Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, and Bayonetta 2 from us, you dig? That's the only thing it did.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped.
I was mad when Bayonetta 2 came out on that bitch only.
The Eagle offense returns to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah,
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Or 7.
Defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had
I think it was 8, because I didn't just keep remaking 8, I think.
What was going on.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the... Out he goes again.
And man,
Yeah, you was able to play Smash Brothers on 3DS and Wii U or some shit.
sputtered. They haven't found any
It's
kind
like,
of
alright,
rhythm.
whatever. I don't own none of that shit.
Go down, and he's in his own end zone.
Fuck
It's gonna
no.
be a safety.
I had a Game Boy SP and a Game Boy Advance for like a
You
week.
could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts,
Incredible.
but it's a mountain in front of them, Jesse.
yeah, the worst case scenario now for
He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game.
It's so crazy because
Still on the 35-yard line.
knowing what I know now, I would have had a 3DS so I could play all the fucking Fire Emblems, you dig? Because them bitches used to just be exclusive handheld games, and I never understood that shit, bro.
coach, he used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the fourth quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here.
I
Now
never
they
got
don't have to.
into,
They got the lead.
I was never into Pokemon like that because I never had a fucking handheld, you dig?
All kinds of things.
He's going to fire deep. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't